Hi and welcome. This is Jules Muller, CEO of ChicksConnect, and today we are really excited to have the founder and CEO of Healthy Initiative as well as SheaNetics and my dear friend Shea Vaughn on the show with us today. So Shea, tell us a little bit about your passion and purpose behind the creation of SheaNetics and then behind the creation of Healthy Initiative.
Well, Julie, first of all, let me say thank you for taking this time and interest to do this interview and to really allow me to share my passion and thoughts regarding both SheaNetics and Healthy Initiative. SheaNetics is a revolutionary wellness and exercise practice. It combines both yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, martial arts, gyrokinesis, dance, ballet, so much more. But at the heart of it are 5 living principles. And those principles are commitment, perseverance, self-control, integrity, and love. They really provide the answers, the solutions, and really act as the tools that we can call upon when we really kind of find ourselves with our feet stuck in mud or not knowing what direction to go or just, really confused. And they've certainly served me well with when I've kind of felt that way because we all have been there. And I just really find that when I really, take the time when I, find myself in those barriers to just kind of like, reflect upon what's the commitment that I'm really looking for out of this and that I need to take. How do I need to persevere to really find answers and solutions? How do I take the responsibility that maybe somebody else isn't going to, give it to me? That I need to find it myself, that it's going to take, some searching. And sometimes that's inwardly and outwardly and sometimes physically also. And the other thing is that along with that, it really gives you the opportunity to really know that, be honest with yourself, check in with yourself. How hard are you really trying? If it's 30%, you're going to get 30% out of it. And if it's 50%, that's what you're going to get. So most of the time you need to get 100% out of it. So you really need to really be honest with yourself and, like I said, check in and make sure that, you're really giving it your best so that you can, get the best results out of it. SheaNetics is not just a practice of doing, exercises and sequences and whatever and combining, all of those things. We also concentrate on what we call tri-core power training, which is like 3 regions of the core. And really a lot of people walk around with back ailments because they really don't work out all of those 3 regions, equally. They mostly concentrate on the 12 muscles that align, the tummy. And so it's important to give balance to all of those things. From the seeds of all that and seeing that grow and touch lives and be able to, change it, one of the things that just became so apparent to me is that, taking off weight is a real challenge. It's addictive. Food is an addiction, and most people really just can't say no. They don't have the willpower to. They want to make changes, and they do it maybe for short periods of time. That's why New Year's resolutions actually go away after 3 weeks. And so even though the desire is there, and you want to see it through, there's something that seems to sabotage that and set us, backwards. And I don't think that people realize the difficulty of really doing that because it's difficult. It's not like, it's like sleep begets sleep, fast food begets fast food, sugar begets sugar. So once you start to put that into your system, the system just calls upon more of it, not less. And so it's really, really hard and almost impossible to say no unless you really understand that, taking responsibility, nobody's going to give it to you. $40 billion is spent in diet products every single year for somebody to, find that magic bullet or think that, sprinkling something on your food is going to, change your life all of a sudden. And it just doesn't work. And so realizing the mental aspects of all of it, because certainly exercise and diet are huge, but without having the mental strength to really see it through and to make it work, then it falls by the wayside much sooner than what we even anticipate that that's going to happen. And so Healthy Initiative really came about with an understanding that we have an obesity epidemic on a national basis. We have our children's lives being shortened because of obesity and dying before their time, and parents burying them. I can't think of anything that is more, painful than having something like that happen. And so I wanted to try to do something proactive. And something proactive was really having Chicago lead the way to fight our obesity epidemic by putting 40 participants together. That's a personal challenge because it's not like there's a winner. Each person is a winner. We're 4 weeks into this particular program right now with our participants, and the things that are coming out of it and what they're experiencing is just even beyond what I had hoped for. We've had people that have been on medications for many, many years that are now off of them. They're being very successful in taking off the weight. Their skin is looking better. We had 2 people that were in the program that wanted to start the program, and I couldn't bring them into the program because they were smoking, and they decided on their own to give up smoking. And that was, tough enough, but they used the principles. We, helped coach them. They felt like they had, support there, that people really did care. They, realized that this was going to really change their life and really give them the energy also, because we lose a lot of our energy when we're just, putting all that bad stuff in our systems. And so there's just so many wonderful stories. On March 9th of this next year, we're going to have a red carpet Healthy Initiative gala where we're going to listen to the stories from the 40 participants and let them tell, the things that they've received from this, what they've experienced, how difficult it was maybe in the beginning, and how it got easier, and how they got away from having all those cravings that they wanted to eliminate. And now they feel like they're really on that right path to really reach those goals and really become healthy.
That's great. And what you're doing, Shea, is a huge undertaking. Have you encountered any challenges along the way with orchestrating and organizing such a huge movement?
Well, Julie, I think it's like all things. You have this inspiration and will to want to give back, and so you just kind of like start it, and you don't realize how much work and energy and everything that goes into it. And I'm kind of one of those people that I don't want to think too far ahead, other than looking at the light at the end of the tunnel and seeing success, and not having all of the other negative things that I might think about that's going to be barriers that I have to get through. I just kind of like solve them as I'm going, and it seems to work out because it is a huge undertaking. But you can't do it by yourself. We've been really, really lucky in gathering a wonderful, amazing, talented, and heart-giving team together that has really embraced our vision, our mission, our intent, and our philosophy, and are really, tied into these participants, and just, I think, amazed along with myself about how much more that we've gotten out of this by giving back than what we ever expected. So, yeah, there's been a million hurdles, and we've done other events. We did the Laugh Factory. We took it over and did a program called Laugh Yourself Healthy. And I put together a team of Chicago celebs that came out and did a variety show, and it was for 2 hours, and it was such an outpouring of love and talent and success that it was just amazing.
Oh, that's great. Now, what other events and what other needs do you have? So if somebody wanted to jump on board right now after hearing this show and participate or donate, give time, energy, resources, what are the things you're still looking for, and how can they get involved?
Well, all of the above, certainly. They can get involved if they would, like to make a donation. They can just go to healthyinitiative.org. So that's www.healthyinitiative.org, and you'll see a space on there to be able to do that. If somebody wants to jump in and give their time, we would so welcome that. We've got other events that are coming up that need help. We've got sponsorships that we want to reach out to, and we need help to be able to do that. And the more hands and hearts and bodies that we have, just make that job. I can remember my mother saying when I was younger, especially as soon as the dinner was over with, she'd always say, many hands make light work. And so I guess I kind of apply that to this. The more hands that we have that can help and share ideas and visions with, the more successful. And when I say successful, I really mean helping to transform lives that are waiting out there for us to reach out our hands and actually help them.
Talk about the connection that Healthy Initiative has with childhood obesity. How does that directly relate?
Well, the foundation is actually called Give a Little Does a Lot, doing business as Healthy Initiative, because Healthy Initiative is the billboard that we use. But the foundation, they're all connected in the one. Like somebody could write a check to either Healthy Initiative or Give a Little Does a Lot. It's all in the documents and everything, and so it would go into the nonprofit organization. To be able really to give back to the schools and to the children that are really, suffering from obesity or looking to even prevent. And I think that's really part of the key that we're trying to focus on is, getting programs and giving back in that area so that we can prevent or at least help those people that are currently, plagued with the disease.
Right. Well, Shea, we are so blessed to have wonderful, amazing people like you in the world that are so giving and so willing to follow their passion and their dreams and bring many hands together to help out. Now, if they wanted to help and volunteer, what would be the best route for them? Do they connect with you directly, or how do they get involved?
They can connect with me directly, and they could actually, my email address is S as in Sam, Vaughn, that would be V as in Victor, AUGHN, at SheaNetics.com. And SheaNetics is SheaNetics.com. And Julie, I want to say thank you so much for the kind words, but, you're one of those people that just, has that gift of continuously giving back. And I don't, I'm sure that all your ChicksConnects out there and what you're building and traveling, the country with your family and helping to build, ChicksConnect units all over the country is just an outstanding, endeavor to take on. And we'd love to see some of the chicks out there helping us with our cause too. And we'd like to, help you, grow your ChicksConnect team also.
Well, thank you so much, Shea. And I know we do have one of our Chicago chicks, Phyllis Benstein with Gigi Hill Handbags. I think she's getting involved with you and Healthy Initiative there, and she's going to be launching a chapter in the Chicago area. So we are super excited about that. And I personally am excited to get back to Chicago. I had a fantastic time while there, and I think there maybe some more time for me back in that state come March, April, May, sometime in there. So I'll look forward to seeing you again. Now, Shea, are there other pieces of information that you want to share with the listeners before we sign off today?
No, we just, it's a big road ahead, and we know that, but we understand what the path is going to be, and it really just takes somebody that really wants to give back, that understands what this obesity, epidemic is all about, because obesity really causes certain kinds of cancer and also diabetes too, and heart disease, heart attack. So if we can help to turn this around and help those that are in need, that's what we want to do. But we also really want to get to the point where we really are, preventing from anyone, getting over that 30-pound, target, and disrupting their life and their energy and all the gifts that they really have to give. So that's really what I would say. We can use all the help that we can get. And if there's anybody out there listening that would like to lend a hand and feels that they have the opportunity to be able to do it, then we welcome them wholeheartedly.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Chicks Connect will be featuring Healthy Initiative as our Chicks Give Back Charity of the Month for the remainder of the year. So we'll have that